Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to today's episode of Average Joe Sports. In this one, it's episode 2. We breaking down the NFL Top 100 list. And today, I got numbers 75 through 49 for you. So let's jump right into it. With number 75, Laramie Tunsil, tackle, Houston Texans. Mr. Gas Mask Boy himself. Smoking that good Mary Jane ganja, that green goddess, ain't no hater. I'm also a partaker in said herbs. But yeah, Laramie Tunsil. He shout out to that man's agent for absolutely fucking robbing the Texans, dude. Man's getting paid like $20 million a year. Finessed him, straight finessed him. Oh my god, Miami. What a fucking come up y'all made. What did y'all get? 2 or 3 first rounders out this man? And y'all didn't have to pay him? Shit. What the Texans do, Texans things. That was I think that was a Bill O'Brien pickup. Shitty ass monkey butt face fucking Bill O'Brien. Jesus Christ. People that know that man's chin know what I'm fucking saying. Laramie Tunsil. Solid tackle. $20 million a year? I don't know.
He just does everything the right way. He's going to hustle to the ball.
Throws it right, batted away, incomplete.
He's going to tackle.
What a play there by Bradbury.
He knows when to press. He knows when to play off, and he's been consistent since he's been in the league.
Excuse me while I partake in said spice. Sis.
James Bradbury, he makes it for the first time. He's making the list for the first time.
That's dope. That's really cool. Like, he's been under the radar for a while now.
Giants cornerback James
I'd say I don't know about this kid.
A shutdown corner.
Bradbury.
After 4 seasons in Carolina, he made his Giants debut in 2020.
That's why.
And now earns his first ever ranking.
I don't watch fucking Carolina games.
Since I've been here, he's always going up against Mike.
Unless it's on Red Zone.
Really get better.
Here we go. 3rd down and 2 on the slant. Broken up. Broken up by Bradbury.
Bradbury is making a name for himself. He's the guy who covered every big receiver in the league.
That's cool. I like one-on-one corners.
18 passes defensed in
Nice.
2020.
Alright, so that's enough on league rules. Pass a deflected extra point. Gotta love that shit. Moving on. Number 73. Overrated Trey Hendrickson. Defensive end. Now on the Bengals, formerly with the New Orleans Saints. Mans was good. The game against Kansas City, he was wrecking our offensive line, but everybody wrecked our offensive line last year. Last year was the first year I actually heard this man's as a common name, and he did fine. Yeah. It's just an overall worse team. Not that the Bengals are terrible. I'm expecting them to be. Number 72, low on this list, probably because he was hurt last year. Michael Thomas, wide receiver, New Orleans Saints. Can't guard Mike. It's his Twitter handle. King of the slant. We'll see how he does with either Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. I'm guessing it's going to be Taysom Hill, just the way Mans has been looking in camp. I like Mike. He can be a diva. He's on Twitter doing his weird liking tweets of, such and such and such and such. 71. Controversial. Baker's respectable. It's number 71. Baker Mayfield, quarterback, Cleveland Browns, obviously. Will Mans get paid? Josh Allen, first quarterback from the 2018 class to get really, really paid. I think this is the make it or break it year for him. If he does do well this year, I think they'll probably try their best to extend him to some type of deal. Is he worth $30 million a year? Baker Mayfield is like a less dangerous. No, I'm trying to think of the word. He's not as careful as the ball with Alex Smith, but he's kind of a game manager. I mean, the team is set up for him to win. Has a decent, competent coach. Staying in the same system for more than a year. I like Baker. We'll see how it goes. I have a Baker t-shirt. I have to break that out for the season. You know, I never wear it on Sundays, but I'll wear it during the week. I don't care. I like Baker. I mean, he grabbed his nuts against my fucking terrible football school, Kansas. I mean, fucking mans don't give a fuck, and I respect that. Also, anybody who makes Colin Cowherd angry, I respect. Comment down below if you don't like Colin Cowherd. Number 70, Eric Kendricks, linebacker, Minnesota Vikings. I like Eric Kendricks. Mans has fucking energy and fucking spunk, and I respect both of those fucking attributes. Member of the Long Hair Don't Care Club. Also, man's been fucking roaming that fucking field sideline to sideline for fucking years. At least 5, 6, 7 years. I don't really remember a fucking Minnesota Vikings defense that didn't include Eric Kendricks. Fuck with this dude. He always seems to get at least a few interceptions a year. I like linebackers that can pick off the ball, follow the fucking quarterback's eyes. I like this dude. 70, respectable. I like that spot for this man's. Much respect, Eric Kendricks. Number 69, dude. Ryan Kelly, center, Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, I mean, this is part. He's one of the solid foundation pieces to that offensive line. That's really, really good. Offensive line, top 3, top 5 in the NFL for sure. Hopefully, Quentin Nelson comes back. Had the same injury as Carson Wentz. I don't keep up with Indianapolis Colts preseason and training camp guys. I'm sorry, I don't know the word on those current injuries, but I'm sure they'll be back sometime soon. Might lose a couple games without them. They're not in a tough division. Just got to worry about Tennessee, win both of your head-to-head matches, and I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. Let me just quickly Google search that schedule for you guys and see when they finally do meet. Titans week 3. Rams, oh my god. They might go 0-3, guys. And they might go 0-5. There's a strong possibility they could go 0-5. They're going to lose to the Seahawks. Week 1. Probably lose to the Rams week 2. Play the Titans week 3. Week 4 Dolphins. Week 5 Ravens. That's a fucking gauntlet right there. So yeah, we'll see how they do. Ryan Kelly, I like you, dude. Keep getting your butt played with by Carson Wentz. 68. Josh Jacobs, running back. The Raiders. Josh Jacobs is cool. I mean, he does all the things that you would kind of want in a running back. I mean, he can kind of catch. He can really run. Spent the first round pick on him. I never agree with that. Really. Chiefs pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire, number 32 of the first round. It is what it is. We'll see how he does this year with an actually decent offensive line. But that's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And number 68 is Josh Jacobs. So let's talk about fucking Josh Jacobs. He's a little bit overrated. Disappears in a lot of games. Every once in a while, the Raiders, when they win, they'll be like, oh, Raiders win. Josh Jacobs, 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's just because Derek Carr is fucking trash. Fucking throwing away the ball on 4th and 1. Or just 4th down in general, throwing the ball away. Fuck Derek Carr. Fucking trash-ass team. John Gruden's fucking trash. Paid fucking $100 million for 10 more losing seasons. Raiders fucking suck. Moving on. Number 67, Kj Wright. Mans was a killer back in the day with the Legion of Doom. Boom. Into a rhyme. Life comes at you fast. Kj Wright, what can I say? Linebacker. Kind of lost a step. But he's a veteran, and he's savvy as fuck, and he knows where the fucking play goes, and he knows how to tackle well. Ain't much to say on KJ, but your performance speaks for itself. Hey, what? Linebacker, they say. The fuck? Defensive end, I feel. Unless this man starts standing up, which I don't see. Former Houston Texan, current Arizona Cardinal. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Him and Chandler Jones, that might be scary. That might be scary for the defense. For other offenses, that might be scary. Why? I mean, what does it say? Man's one of the most feared fucking defensive players of this generation. He's lost a step. He's had a lot of surgeries. I hope he can do well with Arizona, and I hope they can get into one of those playoff spots. J.J. Watt, fucking heart of gold. Love J.J. Watt. Love me some J.J. Watt. Might pick up J.J. Watt as my defensive line player in my fantasy league, you know. Unless, you know, one of the other great people are, you know, I've had Aaron Donald like 3 years in a row. Not gonna brag. But I am. 65. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver. Atlanta Falcons. Mans has really come out as kind of a star, you know. One of those Alabama wide receivers that is kind of either pretty much hit or miss on all those guys. Well, I think he's pretty safe to say that he's a hit, you know. Has another target from Matty Ice. Julio Jones leaves. Mans, here's the number one spot for you. But now, we're going to be double covered. And we're going to see how you can do with that. But Calvin Ridley puts up some fucking fat yards. When Atlanta wins. But when they lose, this man gets like 2 targets for like 13 yards. So beware if you want him on your fantasy team. Wide receiver 2, flex option. Not sure if I pick up Calvin Ridley as my wide receiver 1. It's putting a lot of eggs in the basket. Hoping they hatch. Moving on to number 64, Demario Davis, linebacker, New Orleans Saints. Mans is a thumper. Part of the long hair don't care club. Letting them dreads flow outside the helmet. I like the style. I like the fucking presence. I like that Mans is the fucking leader of the defense. Demario Davis, number 64. Transitioning into number 63, Fletcher Cox, defensive tackle. Fly, Eagles, fly. Fletcher Cox, beast. He's been one of the most steady members on that defense. Had a couple injury problems. Needs to stay out there. But when he is out there, he's a fucking problem. He'll fucking get in that, fucking break down that pocket from that defensive tackle position, which is one of the hardest positions to play, I feel. You're always constantly double teamed. Fletcher Cox. Is this man a Hall of Famer? I'd have to go back and look at all his stats. This could be a Hall of Famer, guys. And there's other people that I've obviously probably in this video that could be Hall of Famers too. I don't know why, just because I feel like he might be, you know. J.J. Watt, definitely a Hall of Famer, you know, shit like that. Maybe not in this video, but maybe in the other one there could have been a couple. But Fletcher Cox, great player, respect. Number 62, A.J. Brown, wide receiver, Tennessee Titans. A.J. Brown, whew. I like A.J. Brown. Constant deep threat with the addition of Julio Jones. I know A.J. Brown was really, really petitioning for Mans to come there. Now he comes. ... Julio, he's now with the Titans. We'll see how that opens up the field for A.J. Brown. Is he going to line up in the slot more? We'll see. A.J. Brown, number 62, Tennessee Titans. Number 61, Chase Young, defensive end, Washington football team. Honestly, my favorite rookie last year. People are going to be like, Herbert, don't forget Herbert. You can't forget about Herbert. They're going to win the AFC West this year. Chargers for life. Fuck out of here. This is the goddamn rookie that you need to keep your fucking eyes on. Another possible Hall of Famer, Chase fucking Young. Beast on the outside. Member of the Long Hair Don't Care Dread Association. There's that. Honestly, I feel he's a generational talent that only comes around once in a lifetime. And that's putting some fucking huge hype on this dude, but I really believe in Chase Young. This dude's going to be a fucking star in this league. He already is. Moving on. Number 60 on the NFL Top 100 list. Corey Lindsay, center, Los Angeles Chargers. Formerly with the Packers. I'm actually going to dive into the video for this one, guys. My boy Juve was here. Shout out Juve. I love you, bro. He's one of the biggest Green Bay Packers fans I know. He'll give me a little bit of a rundown on this guy. But since he's not here, I will watch the video just for you guys.
1 reps at practice. I had to go up against him sometimes. So
Zadarius Smith.
I think it was 1 rep when he was like, Z, you want to be the best? Well, you got to go against the best. So
some confidence. I like that.
Man, I remember when Corey was a little run at Ohio State. Things have changed.
Find it, center. Just like here, center. Find it, center.
finding a center is easier said than done.
especially one as good as Corey Lindsay.
Oh, Mans has double black strips on every finger of tape.
Corey a baller. Gotta give much respect to him, man. He does his thing, man. Able to get down in the trenches strong, squatty guy, move people out the pile, get them out of the way.
Every play is your last, because it's the playoffs. Every play is your last. Don't take a breath. Don't take a break. Let's go.
I like this man's fucking lover of the profanity like myself. Number 60, Corey Lindsey. Moving on to number 59 on the list of top 100 NFL players, Jason Pierre-Paul, Mr. 8.5 fingers himself. Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm not going to go much into this man's. I'm not going to go into any of the Tampa Bay people, really, because I'm still kind of butthurt from the playoffs. And I'm doing that because I'm a petty fan, and I can do that. Much respect, you got after our second string left tackle that's not even a left tackle. Good for you, bro. Fuck you. I'm moving on. To the man, the myth, the honey badger. Number 58 on the list, Tyrann Mathieu. Safety. Cheese. What can I say? Mans is the undisputed leader of our defense. Without this Mans, we don't win a Super Bowl. I love me some Tyrann Mathieu. Mans speaks the truth. Mans comes with intensity every down, every fucking snap. You gotta love it. If you don't have Tyrann on your team, you want him on your team. This guy, what a guy. He's a fucking one of the best teammates I know. People want to be like Tyrann Mathieu. How many people said in this video that I watched earlier, so I'm not going to play it. There's like 5, 6, 7 people that say, I fucking model my game after Tyrann Mathieu. An LSU guy, I got to say, when I was growing up, that was my favorite college team. Mostly because as a poor kid without cable, you watch what's on TV. You watch the public television. You watch CBS, which is a partner with SEC on Saturday fucking afternoon. And who do they play on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night primetime games? You play the LSUs versus Floridas. You play the LSUs versus Arkansas. You play the LSUs, Alabamas. And this man's was definitely one of my favorite players during that era of watching football. I absolutely love the Honey Badger. I wish he kind of would have changed his number to 7. Our kicker, butt kicker is number 7. So, I mean, that's kind of rude. He's not going to give up his number. I'm pretty sure he's tied to that number somehow. But I'd love to see Tyrann Mathieu out there in a single-digit number jersey just flying around the field just like the LSU days. Excuse me while I drink water. But, I thought he said he was going to change his name. Not his name. The fuck. I mean, he did change his name halfway through the last season. From the Honey Badger to the Landlord, he'll take either one. But he wanted to change his number to 21 like Charles Woodson. I thought he was. Thought he tweeted that, but 'twas not to be. Number 32 he shall remain. And number 57 is Cameron Hayward, defensive end. Pittsburgh Steelers. Bro, what can I say? Man's crazy. Man's a legend for the Steelers, honestly. I love how the Steelers, they're such like a tight group. They're a brotherhood. Other than the fact that, I mean, could have dealt with Juju on my team, but now that he picked the Steelers over us, like, I don't give a fuck about Juju. I don't want that bitch on my team. Go fucking dance somewhere else, But this shouldn't be me hating on Cameron Hayward. I really like Cameron Hayward. Sometimes he does the fucking eye black on his cheeks. I fucking like that. Shout out to one of my other favorite players growing up, Kiesel. I want to say, now I'm blanking on his name because he's been retired for so long. But he usually comes on the Pat McAfee show like once or twice a year. He's in a cabin, fucking in the woods, fucking just doing his own shit. So shout out to you. And Cameron Hayward, you're gonna be, of course, you're a fucking Steelers legend. So keep up the work, bro. Number 56, Justin Herbert. That goes out to the whole league. Hire fucking Eric Bieniemy. You won't regret it. But they choose to go defense and get that guy from the Rams. Brendan Staley. I'm pretty sure. So, whatever they want to do. It's not me. I just beat Justin Herbert 2 times a year. Oh, but whenever they don't beat us, yeah, it's because we sit all of our fucking starters. I'm such a hater towards the AFC West. I'm sorry if there's any AFC West people here. If you are, comment your team down below. Moving on to number 55 on the list of top 100 players in the NFL. Voted on by the players, coaches, and us. I think the fans. I think the fans have a little bit of part in it. We are moving on to Keenan Allen, wide receiver, also with the Los Angeles Chargers. There's a little run of Chargers here in the mid-pack. Keenan Allen said he can... what did he say? He said so many things that are laughable on Twitter. Something that he could beat Tyreek Hill in a fucking foot race. He can might be able to route run him. Like, I'm not going to deny that. But faster? No, sir, you are not. No, sir, you're not. There was a fucking 2-year stretch where you fucking tore your ACL 2 straight seasons against the Chiefs, bro. Like, you're out of ACLs. Like, just quit winning your head. Just keep to your technical route running and get your yards. And we'll be cool, bro. Keenan Allen, I mean, bro, I might pick you up in fantasy just because, like, fuck, dude, you put up fucking points. But shit, have fun on, like, the second or third best team in the West. Number 54, Grady Jarrett, defensive end, Falcons. Now, I do know about this dude because Chiefs played against him. Not him in particular, the Falcons. And we had a lot of problems with their defense, which was really terrible last year. So I remember this dude making some plays on our tight end, Travis Kelce, and he made a play on, I think he had a sack. He was all over the field against us, so yeah, I'm going to look into him.
Shall not pass. Why, you ask?
Oh, my bad. That's all my fault.
Now stutter steps. Plenty of time. Jarrett wraps him up. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass.
Man, he's up there at the top with Aaron Donald.
Him and Aaron Donald, you could put right there together. Both super disruptive. Both live in the backfield. Grady has a great get up. He can play behind the line of scrimmage.
That was not the right choice. Grady Jarrett was right there.
Oh, he captains the team as well. Everybody sacks Russell Wilson.
His tenacity to the ball, his relentless pass rush.
Here's Brady, play fake, gonna throw it, and sack. There's exactly what you needed.
All right, bro. Double-digit sacks this season? Question mark. I'm gonna be looking at you, bro. You're a fucking baller. Grady Jarrett. That takes us to number 53 on the list. Justin Jefferson, wide receiver, Minnesota Vikings. Ooh, love me some Justin Jefferson. My favorite wide receiver coming out of the class, stacked with wide receivers last year. Stacked with wide receivers this year, too. I'm going to be looking at those, but I'll do that at a later time, you know. Justin Jefferson, though, another LSU boy. Yes, sir. Do the Grady all the way into the end zone. There ain't much to say. Man's had like 1,400 receiving yards in his rookie year. I expect this man to do big and better things this year. Fucking double-digit touchdowns, bro. I'm looking at you. I know you got shitty Kirk Cousins, bro. I know you got... He wants to be in a bubble because he's not getting the vaccine Cousins. But shit, bro. You're gonna have to be catching those passes from him, as wobbly as they may be. Number 52 on the list, Minkah Fitzpatrick, safety, Steelers, formerly on the Dolphins. Trade last year, first-round pick. Damn, was it worth it? Because I think in the first 3 games after he got traded, he had like 3 straight games with an interception. Minkah Fitzpatrick, love your game, bro. I love those roaming safeties. You remind me a lot of Matthew, and I really like that, bro. Going to number 51, Zadarius Smith, linebacker, Packers. And he's talking a lot on these interviews. He's one of the people that they interviewed for different people. Again, if I had my boy Juve on here, he'd be able to give you a much bigger breakdown on Zadarius. But I do remember Zadarius is the linebacker Well, obviously, it's right there in front of your face. Don't say obvious facts that you've already said. But no, I like him. He's a disruptor guy. Not really great covering tight ends, but he can stop the run, and he gets after the quarterback. That's what you like to see. This is Darius Smith. Number 50 on the list of top 100 players, George Kittle, tight end, San Francisco 49ers. Again, he's underranked on this because he was injured a lot last year. Picked him up on fantasy. You know, of course, he had the injury-filled season whenever I pick him. But there's not too much to say about George Kittle. I mean, he's the second best tight end in the NFL. Yes, I said second. Because he is. Seems like an overall cool guy. Another guy you would want to split a 12-pack with. Part of the tight end U with Travis Kelce and Olsen. So yeah, I like George Kittle, except whenever they're playing us. I mean, that's pretty much everybody though. Moving on to number 49 on the list, and the last player we'll be reviewing on today's episode, number 49, J.C. Jackson, cornerback, Patriots. Now, I do know a lot about this guy because we play the Patriots quite often, but I'm going to look at his video anyway.
Vicinity, he's going to catch it.
Allen dials it up, and it's intercepted.
Look how wobbly that pass from Josh Allen was. Trash Allen.
Ability to go out and do that almost every game, it felt like this year, was really impressive.
In his first season as a full-time starter, sticky-handed cornerback J.C. Jackson led the NFL in takeaways, with 9 interceptions to go along with
Really?
fumble recoveries.
J.C. Jackson recovered.
Was that 2019 or 2020? This is really the 2022 season, guys. That's crazy. Well, 2021, but into 22 is when the Super Bowl is.
It's hard to coach a guy to be around the football all the time. And JC just has a nose for the ball. He's just always around the ball. And not only that, when he gets around the ball, he has good enough ball skills, great ball skills, to be able to finish plays.
Jackson looking from the outside, comes over to help.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? He's a great corner. And I want to give a special thank you to you guys, the listeners, and join me next time for another episode as we continue to break down the NFL Top 100 list.